The year was 1980. The oil boom was in full swing in Texas. Money flowed like the Rio Grande. Amidst this prosperity, a new subdivision was born, Newport, Texas. It promised a bright future for families seeking a slice of the American dream. Homes were affordable, the community was close-knit. Life in Newport seemed idyllic, a picture of suburban bliss. But beneath the surface, a dark secret festered. A forgotten history lay buried, waiting to be unearthed. The residents of Newport were unaware of the land's sinister past. They went about their daily lives, oblivious to the truth that lay hidden beneath their feet. Children played in the park, their laughter echoing through the streets. Neighbors chatted over fences, sharing stories and laughter. But the land held its breath, a silent guardian of a terrible truth. The very ground they walked on was steeped in sorrow, marked by a history of pain and suffering. And soon the veil between the past and present would be lifted, unleashing a torrent of terror upon the unsuspecting town. The origins of the Black Hope Cemetery are shrouded in mystery, lost to the passage of time. Local lore spoke of a community of freed slaves who settled in the area during the late 19th century, seeking refuge and a place to call their own. The cemetery, established on a secluded plot of land, became the final resting place for generations of this forgotten community. But as decades turned into a century, the memory of Black Hope faded. The cemetery, once a place of reverence and remembrance, fell into disrepair. Time, a relentless sculptor, eroded the cemetery's boundaries. Trees grew unchecked, their roots entwining with their weathered headstones. Vines snaked through the forgotten graves, as if nature itself sought to reclaim the sacred ground. The wooden markers exposed to the elements rotted and crumbled, erasing the names and stories of those laid to rest. By the time the developers broke ground on the Newport Subdivision, any visible trace of the cemetery had vanished, erased from sight and seemingly from memory. But the spirits of Black Hope, their final resting place disturbed, refused to be forgotten. They lingered, their presence felt in the whispers of the wind and the shadows that stretched long after the sun had set. The Haney family moved into their brand new home on a sunny afternoon. Full of hope and excitement for their new life in Newport, they unpacked boxes, hung pictures, and made their house a home. Little did they know they were not alone. The first sign of trouble was subtle, an unsettling coldness that permeated the house, even on the warmest days. Then came the nightmares. Each member of the family was plagued by vivid, terrifying dreams. They woke each morning drenched in cold sweat, their hearts pounding in their chests. The dreams were always the same, shadowy figures with hollow eyes reaching out from the darkness, their voices a low, mournful whisper. As days turned into weeks, the paranormal activity intensified. Objects moved on their own, doors slammed shut violently. Disembodied whispers seemed to follow them from room to room. News of the Haney family's experiences spread through Newport like wildfire. At first, people were skeptical. They dismissed the stories as an overactive imagination or the stress of moving. But soon, other residents began to report similar occurrences. Unexplained events plagued the community, casting a dark cloud over the once peaceful town. The Johnson family, living just 2 doors down from the Haneys, heard disembodied voices chanting in the dead of night. The Millers, across the street, saw shadowy figures lurking in their backyard. Children playing in the park claimed to have seen ghostly apparitions flitting between the trees. Fear, like a contagious disease, spread through Newport. Parents kept their children indoors after dark. Neighbors, once eager to socialize, now avoided each other's eyes. The once vibrant community became a ghost town, haunted by the unseen and the unknown. Section 5. Seeking Answers, Paranormal Investigations and Unexplained Phenomena. Desperate for answers, the residents of Newport sought help from beyond the realm of the living. Paranormal investigators descended upon the town armed with EMF readers, EVP recorders, and cameras. They hoped to capture evidence of the supernatural activity and shed light on the dark forces tormenting the community. The investigators' findings were both fascinating and terrifying. EMF readers spiked erratically, indicating fluctuations in electromagnetic fields. EVP recordings captured chilling whispers and disembodied voices, seemingly from beyond the grave. Cameras caught strange orbs of light and unexplained shadows moving through the homes and streets of Newport. The evidence was undeniable. Something was amiss in Newport, something that defied rational explanation. As the paranormal investigations continued, the residents of Newport held their breath, caught between hope and fear. Could these investigators unravel the mystery of the Black Hope curse, or would the town forever be held captive to the spirits of the forgotten dead? Section 6. Legal battles and media frenzy, the fight for peace and recognition. Word of the haunting in Newport spread beyond the town's borders, carried on the wings of rumor and speculation. The media, hungry for a sensational story, descended upon the small Texas town. Newspapers ran headlines proclaiming town terrorized by ghosts and the curse of Black Hope. Television crews filmed dramatic reenactments of the hauntings, their cameras capturing the fear and uncertainty etched on the faces of Newport's residents. The national attention brought with it a wave of skepticism and ridicule. Some dismissed the stories as a hoax, a publicity stunt orchestrated by attention-seeking residents. Others saw it as an opportunity to exploit the town's misfortune for personal gain. Amidst the media circus, the residents of Newport found themselves at the center of a legal battle. They sued the developers, claiming that they had been misled about the history of the land. The lawsuit argued that the developers had knowingly built the subdivision on top of a cemetery, desecrating sacred ground and unleashing a wave of paranormal activity. Section 7. Respecting the dead, lessons learned from Black Hope's legacy. The Black Hope curse serves as a chilling reminder of the importance of respecting the dead and preserving historical burial grounds. The residents of Newport, caught in the crossfire of the supernatural and the legal, learned this lesson the hard way. The story of Black Hope stands as a cautionary tale, urging us to remember and acknowledge the past, even in the face of progress and development. Every town, every city is built upon layers of history, some visible, others buried beneath the surface. It is our responsibility as stewards of the present and future to treat these layers with respect, to honor the memories of those who came before us. The Black Hope curse teaches us that the past can never truly be erased. It lingers in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to re-emerge and demand to be heard. Section 8. The lingering shadow, the curse's impact on Texas history and culture. The story of the Black Hope curse has become ingrained in Texas folklore, a modern-day ghost story whispered around campfires and shared in hushed tones. The legend of the haunted subdivision serves as a chilling reminder of the state's complex and often troubled past. The Black Hope curse has also had a lasting impact on the cultural landscape of Texas. The story has been the subject of books, documentaries, and even a horror film, ensuring that the legend of the haunted subdivision lives on. The curse has become a cautionary tale, a reminder of the importance of respecting history, honoring the dead, and acknowledging the unseen forces that may shape our world. Section 9. Conclusion. A reminder from beyond the grave. The Black Hope curse stands as a stark reminder that some wounds run deeper than the earth itself. It underscores the importance of respecting history, honoring the final resting places of the departed, and acknowledging the unseen forces that may surround us. While the legal battles may be over and the media frenzy subsided, the story of Black Hope continues to resonate, prompting reflection and introspection. The next time you drive through a seemingly ordinary town, take a moment to consider the layers of history that lie beneath the surface. Remember the Black Hope curse and the lessons it teaches. For the past is never truly gone. It whispers to us in the wind, echoes in the shadows, and reminds us that sometimes the dead do speak.